Welcome back to another episode of the Biblical Blueprint. It's your boy Raylo. Man, let's get into it, man. Let's go.
God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, "Have many children. Fill the earth with your people, every animal on earth, every bird in the air, every animal that crawls on the ground, and every fish in the sea will be afraid of you. All of them will be under your control. In the past, I gave you the green plants to eat. Now every animal will also be food for you. I give you everything on earth, it is yours. But I give you one command. You must not eat meat that still has its life, blood in it. Also, I will demand your blood for your lives. That is, I will demand the life of any person or animal that takes a human life. God made humans to be like himself, so whoever kills a person must be killed by another person. Have many children, and fill the earth with your people." Then God said to Noah and his sons, "I now make my promise to you and to your people who will live after you. I make my promise to all the birds, and to all the cattle, and to all the animals that came out of the boat with you. I make my promise to every living thing on earth. This is my promise to you. All life on the earth was destroyed by the flood, but that will never happen again. A flood will never again destroy all life on the earth." And God said, "I will give you something to prove that I made this promise to you. It will continue forever to show that I have made an agreement with you and every living thing on earth. I am putting a rainbow in the clouds as proof of the agreement between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth, you will see the rainbow in the clouds. When I see this rainbow, I will remember the agreement between me and you and every living thing on the earth. This agreement says that a flood will never again destroy all life on the earth. When I look and see the rainbow in the clouds, I will remember the agreement that continues forever. I will remember the agreement between me and every living thing on the earth." So God said to Noah, "This rainbow is proof of the agreement that I made with all living things on earth."
Noah's sons came out of the boat with him. Their names were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan. These three men were Noah's sons, and all the people on earth came from these three sons. Noah became a farmer and planted a vineyard. One day Noah made some wine. He got drunk, went into his tent, and took off all his clothes.
Ham, the father of Canaan, saw that his father was naked and told his brothers who were outside the tent.
Shem and Japheth took a robe, put it across their shoulders, and walked backward into the tent. Then they covered their father without looking at him.
Later, Noah woke up. He was sleeping because of the wine. When he learned what his youngest son Ham had done to him, he said, "May there be a curse on Canaan. May he be a slave to his brothers." Noah also said, "May the Lord, the God of Shem, be praised. May Canaan be Shem's slave. May God give more land to Japheth. May God live in Shem's tents, and may Canaan be their slave."
After the flood, Noah lived 350 years. He lived a total of 950 years. Then he died.
All right, so now we're talking about chapter 9. This is life after the trial. You know what I'm saying? This is life after the tribulation. This is life after the flood of the earth. So, you know, we're seeing that Noah is blessed. His sons are blessed because guess what? Noah's obedient. He went through the flood. He did everything that God told him to do. Now it's time to reap the benefits of all of his hard work, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? God cuts a new covenant with him and starts to give him more instructions. You know, I always look at this is like a great time within the world because they're in direct contact with God, and He's giving them clear instructions. You know what I'm saying? And these are also instructions that we should still follow to this day. He tells them that you can have any of the beasts on the field. You can eat anything. You know what I'm saying? But do not eat it while it still has blood in it, which I think is a pretty good thing. Like I don't eat anything that's bloody when you really think about it. So, and a medium rare steak isn't bloody. But you know, if it has blood in it, don't eat it. That's pretty much what God is just saying. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that all of the first laws that God gives them is always what not to eat. And I think that's very, very interesting. But you know, you also see that God also cuts a covenant with them that He would never make it rain like that ever again. And it also just shows you that God is just real. We see rainbows every single time that it rains. Even like you might see a rainbow when a sprinkler is going off. It's just like a sign that this is real. Like I don't know what else is gonna make you know that this is real, but the rainbow is always gonna be a sign that God is real. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't like to get too far off, but it's just like it coincides what we're talking about right now. You know, regardless of when you see this, you know, I woke up this morning and the football player Travis Hunter has decided not to wear a rainbow armband, which has been reappropriated for the LGBTQ plus IA community. And he was like, I'm not doing that. Football is not about politics, which it isn't. And he pretty much was standing up against the woke agenda. And, you know, I was reading the comments and somebody was like, man, we need to take back our symbol. Because, and I don't know, like, I feel like we have to, because it's like, it's just really, and it was something else I came across last night where it's just like, we're going through a spiritual war right now where deception is at an all-time high, and people are starting to wake up in the deception, and they're seeing the deception. It's just the truth. Them taking a rainbow and kind of perverting it kind of belittles the amazing power of God, because it's like we're reading a book that's thousands of years old and the covenant is still there. He will never destroy us by rain. And you always see this rainbow anytime after it rains. You know, I just have to just tell you that's just a beautiful sign to me. You know, one of the key themes that's on here is the covenant of renewal. You know, like this is just a covenant that is just amazing, that still lasts to this day. You know, also one of the big things that we saw in here was that he pretty much made a rule about life. If you take a life, somebody else should take your life. And at the end of the day, I wish, you know, that is a very, very strong rule, and I actually agree with it. You know, now in this day and age, life, and I hate when people say life is cheap. You know what I'm saying? But life has become cheap to people, where people lose their life for the smallest of things. And I think, you know, we had the situation with Cain and Abel a couple chapters ago, where it's like, really, he killed his brother over envy. You know what I'm saying? Over his emotions, pretty much. And it was just like, man, like, it doesn't even make sense for you to do that. You know, this is your brother. You know, and I love that you're seeing that God is reestablishing the sacredness of life. You know, you're also seeing like a new beginning for all of them, right? You're seeing a new beginning where now Noah, he popping. You know what I'm saying? He done became a farmer. He done created a vineyard. He getting faded at night and sleeping at night. And, you know, I would say this is like a very I'm not going to say it's controversial, but when you first read it, it's kind of hard to, just, you know what I'm saying, try to understand the fact that his son was cursed for seeing him naked. Because when you read it and you just look at it literally, it's like, dang, he cursed him just for that. But then, you know, you have to think a little bit deeper and think between the lines. You know, you never know what he had did or what he had said, you know what I'm saying, when he caught his father naked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, of course, I'll probably be mad if people was making, you know, it's not like he had a camera phone and was taking pictures of Noah but while he was naked. But you never know what he had did to where that probably embarrassed Noah. Even though, like, hey, you know, this is a part in the Bible where we're not talking about being sober and vigilant yet. You know what I'm saying? Noah didn't have to be. You know, he one of the few people on earth at this point in time. So yeah, he made his vineyard. You know what I'm saying? He probably the first. This is the first time somebody got drunk in the Bible. This is the first person in history to get drunk. You feel me? So it's like, you know, it's a very interesting topic because at the end of the day, Ham was pretty much made to be a slave, and now you have to think to yourself, like, is this curse still last? Like, who are these slaves? You know what I'm saying? And that's why we read this Bible, because at the end of the day, it breaks down a lot of truths that's going on in this world. And at the end of the day, what we already saw with the rainbow and how I just keep coming back to it, you know, the rainbow covenant is still here. We see the rainbow covenant each and every day. Each and every time it rains, I'm sorry. You know, it just makes you think. One of the things that, of course, I always want to push, because yes, I do have an agenda with this thing. And my whole agenda is to get you to read the Bible and go chapter and chapter, verse by verse, and learn this instruction manual to life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the smartest person in the world. I just read the book. You know what I'm saying? I want more people to read it. You know what I'm saying? And stop just letting people feed you little bits and pieces of it. You know? Go to raylo.tv and try out my program, The Miracle Blueprint. With The Miracle Blueprint, it is a comprehensive guide on how you can create a miracle in your life. You know, go to raylo.tv. It takes 40 days, and I promise at the end of those 40 days, you will see that God is real, and you will see how God moves in your life when you're obedient. Go to raylo.tv, check out the biblical blueprint, sign up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send it to you personally. You know, just go to the contact form. I will send it to you personally, and let's start it. Let me show you that how God moves in your life if you've never seen God move in your life. Also, one of my agendas with this thing, I want to promote to more people to be leaders. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we need more believers that are entrepreneurs. We need more believers in business, pretty much. So, also, you know, if you need, I'm offering my services as a coach. I've actually been a consultant for a while now. The reason why I'm doing this now is because at one point in time, I got tired of telling clients what to do and they didn't do it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it for myself. And if you like what you see, and you like how I'm doing these things, contact me. Let's start. I will help you build a solid foundation. We will start a LLC. We will learn how to do tax write-offs. We will learn how to build websites. We will learn how to sell our products online. We will learn how to advertise online together. You know what I'm saying? Go to Raylo.tv and let's get started, man. So one of the things that, I want to tie in with business, right, is just the importance of covenants. You know what I'm saying? Contracts. Do good business with people. Create good contracts with people and always uphold them. You know what I'm saying? If you going to make an agreement, make sure that you do the proper vetting and the proper thinking to make sure that this agreement is going to be an agreement that helps out you and whoever you're doing the agreement with for the rest of your lives. And it's not something that you always come back like, I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? Always keep your word, even if it is inconvenient. But the goal is to make better business decisions to where you never regret anything. I think one of the things that you can apply to this is just always just keep your word with just even the small things that don't have anything to do with business. Just get in the habit of keeping your word and making sure that you honor all the agreements that you come across. It's nothing wrong with telling people no, that you can't do it because you don't feel like it's the proper thing to do, or you don't have all the information to do it. You know what I'm saying? Always honor your agreements, and people will honor their agreements that they have with you. All right, man, I'm not going to just babble on because I really feel like this was a great episode. I never let it just flow off the head like this. But thank you so much for tuning into the Biblical Blueprint. It's your boy, Raylo. I'll be back with another video soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.